All right, so let's talk about mindset. What I don't like when people ask about mindset is because they think that's a cope or they think that's a crutch for not actually doing the work, right? And in the beginning, you kind of don't need mindset. You just need to like do more. I do believe that is the answer that'll solve most of your problems, whether it be dating, business, fitness, just whatever, right? Like doing more is the answer. At some point, you kind of graduate that and you look for mental models. You look for stuff that you can apply everywhere else. This is one of them, right? And this is what I tell everybody at my coaching program, what I told my clients, and what I tell people who ask me, like, dude, how do you grow online? How do you build an online business? How do you build a following? Like, what's the secret, right? And there is no secret. If there were one, then it would be easy. But if it was easy, then everybody would do it, and then it wouldn't feel special anymore. But the big one is just, and here it is. Here's the main secret, the one I tell everybody. It's this: just post and assume that nobody will see it. And to me, that was very transformational. I'll tell you why. Because you don't really want to land clients. You want to become the person who can land clients. You don't really want to grow that Twitter following. What you really want is become the type of person that can grow a following online. Because then you kind of feel imposter syndrome, right? So let's say you are fighting, right? You are a fighter and you want to graduate belts. And eventually they'll give you a black belt. But it's not the black belt that's meaningful to you. It's just, it's just a belt. It's the fact that you became the kind of person who's deserving of a black belt that will actually mean something to you and will eventually lead to good fights. Because like we think that what we really want is the outcome. We want to become the person who's deserving of that outcome. So when you post, just assume that nobody will see it. When you talk to a girl, just assume that maybe she'll just think you're autistic, right? Or when you work out, just assume muscle won't grow. And then everything after that is a plus. Everything you gain after that is it just feels better because you never expected it. A lot of unhappiness comes from us setting unrealistic expectations, both under and over what will actually happen. So I'll give you an example, right? Let's say you're in a flight, right? And the flight's going to take 2 hours. If somebody tells you that the flight is going to take 1 hour, you're going to be pissed for another hour, right? Because you're like, dude, you told me it was going to be an hour. Like, what's going on, right? But if they tell you it's going to take 10 hours, then 1 hour feels amazing, or 2 hours feels amazing because you just got their way earlier, right? So I feel like building anything worthwhile works kind of the same way. You need to put in the action without expecting anything in return. Become addicted to the activity, not the outcome, and the outcome will come by itself. And I want to be very clear on this. It's not that you're just going to do this like forever, right? But in your mind, you should actually be committed for a long amount of time. Because if you're committed for forever and you do it every day, then it's guaranteed that you'll get what you want before you expected it. Hence, you'll be happy. Hence, you'll be fulfilled. And hence, you'll understand when you get it, like, oh, I actually did it. I became the kind of person who's deserving of this thing. So one really good mindset tip is just do the action without assuming the result. Or do the action and assume that the result will take forever. And then, only then will you learn adherence, patience, and detachment, which are 3 things that are necessary to beat the game. So that's my advice to you. Just become addicted to the activity, not the outcome.